My husband threw away my tampons. Not once, twice. And the second time, I didn't find out until I was standing in our bathroom yesterday, cramping so hard I could barely think straight, staring at the empty drawer where I'd hidden a full box just days before. Let me back up. I'm 27. Ryan's 30. We've been together 3 years, married for 2 months, and for most of my adult life, I used pads during my period because I had to. Medical issues made tampons impossible. But recently, after seeing a new doctor and getting some things sorted out, I was finally able to switch. And it changed everything. No more bulky discomfort at work. No more paranoia every time I stood up. No more feeling like I was wearing a diaper on my worst days. For the first time in years, I felt normal during my period. Ryan hated it immediately. I didn't understand why at first. When I told him I was switching, he got quiet. Then he said he wasn't comfortable with me using them. I asked him to explain. He couldn't. He just kept saying he didn't like it, that it bothered him, that I should go back to pads. I thought he'd get over it. He didn't. The first time he threw them away, I convinced myself it was a fluke. Maybe he thought they were old. Maybe he was cleaning and got overzealous. I bought another box, told him calmly that I was going to keep using them, and figured that was the end of it. I was wrong. A week later, I hid the new box in the back of the bathroom cabinet behind the extra toilet paper and cleaning supplies. I didn't tell him. I didn't want another fight. I just wanted to exist in my own body without permission. But yesterday, when my period started at work and I came home exhausted and cramping, I opened that cabinet and found nothing. I stood there for a full minute, staring at the empty space. Then I walked into the living room. Ryan was on the couch, scrolling through his phone. He glanced up when I came in, and I must have looked furious because his expression shifted immediately. "Where are my tampons?" I asked. He didn't even hesitate. "I threw them out." "You what?" "You know how I feel about them," he said, like he was explaining something obvious. "I told you I'm not comfortable with you keeping them in the house." I felt something crack inside me. "Are you serious right now?" My voice was shaking. "You went through my things and threw away something I need? You don't need them," he said. "You used pads before. You can use them again. That's not your decision to make." He stood up, his jaw tight. "We're married now. We're supposed to consider each other's feelings. I told you this made me uncomfortable and you just ignored me." "Because it's my body," I shouted. "You don't get to control what I use during my period because it makes you uncomfortable for no reason. I gave you a reason." "No, you didn't. You just said you don't like it." "That's not a reason, Ryan. That's you being controlling." His face went red. "I'm not controlling. I'm trying to set a boundary in our home." "A boundary?" I laughed, but it came out bitter. "You're not setting a boundary. You're policing my body. There's a difference." He stared at me, and for a second, I thought I saw his eyes water. "I can't believe you're talking to me like this. I can't believe you think you have the right to throw away my tampons twice and then act like I'm the problem. If you're going to keep using them," he said quietly, "then do it outside the house. Don't bring them here." I stared at him. "Get over yourself," I said. He flinched like I'd slapped him. "You need to get over yourself," I repeated, my voice steadier now, "because I'm not asking for your permission anymore. I'm going to use tampons. I'm going to keep them in this house. And if you throw them away again, I'm not replacing them. I'm replacing you." The room went silent. Ryan opened his mouth and closed it. His hands were shaking. He turned and walked out of the room without another word. I heard the front door slam a few minutes later. He came back hours later, quiet and tense. He didn't apologize. Instead, he said we needed to communicate better and that I'd verbally abused him by yelling. He said I insulted him. He said I wasn't considering his discomfort. I told him I was done having this conversation. He slept on the couch. This morning I went out and bought another box of tampons. I put them in the bathroom cabinet right on the top shelf where he'd see them. He hasn't said a word about it, but I'm not hiding them anymore.